I have some new water and grease cutting soap in it. What I've done is taking a piece of 400 grit that I bought some 400. You can see 400. That's as low as you really want to go. 600, and there's, I don't know, there's 2,000 right there, but it goes up. Now what I meant before when I said that the sanding pads and the sandpaper are designed for one another, this wet or dry block or this one, they're made by two different people, but the size is what matters. Just ask any girl. I mean, the size of your wallet, that is. There's not too many girls that will turn down a 9-inch thick wallet. Alright, you can see where the pad fits. What you do, before I put it in the water, is you wrap it 3 times, just like this. Oh, let's see. Like this. Now you can see how hard it is and how the paper is, it's got sharp edges on it here and here. What we want to do when we drop this in the hot water and sit it there for like 10 minutes, that's just going to make it softer and more like a piece of cloth like this right here. So it's not going to be so hard on the edges. It's just one little trick. Now we want to talk about when I get this, the bike, or excuse me, when I get the spot putty where I want it, we're gonna prime it. There are 2 types of primer. There is primer filler, high build. High build means that it will put on a very thick coat, so it'll take out small scratches and things like this. All right. Primer sealer is totally different. Now it's sandable, but basically primer sealer is a paint. It says it seals prime surfaces. Well, paint seals prime surfaces. Okay. The only difference between this and this, or the other, is the amount of talcum powder that's in them. This primer filler has a ton of talcum powder in it. That's why you go into any body shop where you see them sanding, they're always covered in dust. They're covered in talcum powder. That's what they use to fill everything with. What the sealer does, the sealer is used on the metal panels for one reason. Does anyone know why cars are painted? And this makes a lot of sense. Henry Ford, in his first Model A's or Model T's, whatever they were, said you can have any color you want as long as it's black. Well, why did he paint them in the first place? The thing is, because iron and steel will rust, and that's the only reason paint is used, is as a rust prohibitor or inhibitor. Now with the filler primer, it's basically like talcum powder sponge. The water will go right through it and start rusting underneath. With the primer sealer, for small repairs, this will seal the metal so it doesn't rust, but it doesn't fill anything. So what we want to do is use filler primer like this, and we want to seal the job with paint, or all these colors over here you can see. And these are pretty cool. These are pretty cool colors. So what I'm going to do is sand down this project off camera. It's still cold out here, but May is happening in my part of the world in Seattle. And then we'll go on to using the primer filler and see what happens. And we carry on with painting the Dio. Believe me, I want to get this done as fast as you do.